When individuality gets into conflict with generality, individuality should give way to generality. The individuality that does not conform to generality is a law unto itself, is immoral and radical, and will do harm to the collective. Such individuality is a morbidity that reflects a distorted soul and indicates the deformity of non-material structure. The reason that people in the 1,000-year world live a more joyful and pleasant, and freer and more blessed life than people in the human world is because of the perfect unity between individuality and generality. The fewer conflicts and contradictions there are between generality and individuality, the better the quality of life will be, the more interesting a life everyone will have, and the greater the freedom will be. The generality of human society is maintained mainly through constitutions, laws, and statutes, army, and police. Without these compulsory measures, human society will be plunged into confusion and chaos, and will be governed by law of the jungle existing in the animal world, by which the strong prey upon the weak. The generality of Lifechanyuan is maintained mainly through Lifechanyuan values. No constitution, laws, and statutes, or army and police are needed. The generality is realized completely by the same frequency resonance of soul under Lifechanyuan values, and completely by everyone's free will and volition. No compulsory and mandatory measures shall be employed. Everyone who conducts self-refinement and self-cultivation in order to live in the better spaces of life must have a good understanding of the perfect unity between generality and individuality, and must maintain individuality and at the same time conform to generality. Anyone who places excessive emphasis on individuality can never reach the higher spaces of life. The more individuality a place emphasizes, the farther it is from the paradise, and the closer it is to hell. In the same way, the more generality a place emphasizes, and the more individuality it strangles, the farther it is from the paradise, and the closer it is to hell. Everyone should understand that human society is a place that emphasizes individuality. You come from human society, so it is only natural that you want to fully exhibit and maintain your individuality. However, if you don't pay attention to generality and cannot fully display your individuality, you will be distressed, and you will even kill yourself. Thus, as a member of human society, we are innately psychologically deformed and innately handicapped in the non-material structure of our life. Collective life is the best venue to cultivate the way. We must cultivate and refine ourselves by blending ourselves into the collective life, and get rid of the individuality that does not conform to generality, in the same way as we prune the superfluous branches from a tree.
When you are single, when you live in the secular family, you may feel you are perfect and flawless. However, once you live in the collective, you will have your defections and deficiencies exposed. You will find it difficult to get along with people harmoniously. You will cause distress to others, and you will feel that others do not love you and do not care for you. When such things happen, you should find problems in yourself instead of in the collective. For example, when everyone is having a good time but you choose to go to sleep and then complain that others have made noises and interrupted you, that's where you have gone wrong, because your individuality is not incorporated into the generality. On the other hand, you are equally wrong when everyone else is having a rest but you choose to have some fun and make a lot of noise.
Maybe someone would ask, I do not want to be a part of the collective, and I do not cause distress and troubles to other people. I only concentrate myself on my own cultivation, and I only go to the place that I yearn for. Isn't that permissible? Yes, it's permissible. The space for life is infinitely expansive, and whatever consciousness you may, and you will go to the corresponding space for life. But you cannot go to the paradise, because in the paradise, there is no place for a lonely ranger. Even if you can do whatever you want in Celestial Island Continent, you must still follow the generality of Celestial Island Continent. You must associate with the collective. You must live peacefully with any celestial being. You should not behave as in the human world, getting along well with only a few good friends you have chosen but ignore others. Even if you are a star, you must exist in a galaxy, and you must observe the generality of the galaxy, otherwise you will be doomed. The more one stresses individuality, the more distress and trouble they will have, the greater destruction they will bring to society and collective, the lonelier and solitary they will feel, the more easily their soul will be distorted, and the more abnormal mentality they will have. The less conflicts and contradiction a person suffers in individuality and generality, the more pleasant and happier they will be, the more serene a mind they will have, and the more likely they will achieve the spiritual state of a celestial being and Buddha. A person who suffers greater conflicts and contradiction between generality and individuality will become devils, monsters and demons.
The generality of the universe is Tao. The core of Tao is the greatest creator. Worshipping the greatest creator and following his way means the perfect and harmonious unity between your own individuality and the universe's generality. Only people who have harmoniously and perfectly united their individualities and the universe's generality are clear-headed people and can have a bright prospect. If you have deviated this general principle and direction, you will not have a beautiful prospect no matter how much effort you have made for your own cultivation.
The generality of animal society is the strong preying upon the weak to satisfy desire. If a person lives only to satisfy his own desire, and follows the law of the jungle, then he has organically unified his own individuality with the generality of human society. Outwardly, you are a man, but inwardly you only have the consciousness of an animal, and you will go to the animal world in future life. The generality of Lifechanyuan is the way of celestial being. Anyone who seeks joy, happiness, freedom, and blessing, looks forward to 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world, and celestial island continent of the Elysium world, and enthusiastically involves himself in pioneering the era of Lifechanyuan, is a person who has perfectly and harmoniously united his own individuality with the generality of Lifechanyuan. Chanyuan Celestials in Lifechanyuan are going to the celestial beings world, so Chanyuan Celestials should perfectly and harmoniously unite their individuality with the generality of Chanyuan values. In this way, they can accomplish the sublimation of their life within a short time, and achieve the state of celestial being, and move toward Celestial Island Continent.